what a week it was in the Premier Soccer League. It was all about the win. But here's the thing. Not all wins are created equal. We saw two huge victories that honestly could not be more different from each other. One was a story of just pure team brilliance, and the other, a historic moment that's now kind of clouded by controversy. Okay, let's get into it.
It really makes you stop and think, right? What actually makes a victory perfect? Is it just the score, the stats on paper, or is it something more, something that nobody can argue with? We're going to dig into that by looking at these two very, very different stories.
All right, first up, let's talk about a team that is having about as perfect a start to their season as you can get, the Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, their latest win was just a masterclass in how to play smart, tough football. And here is where the Chiefs' dominance just screams at you. 5 games in. 5. And they are the only team in the entire league that has not let in a single goal. That is just an absolutely insane statistic. They've basically built a fortress in front of their net. So their unbeaten streak is now sitting at 5 games. We're talking 4 wins and 1 draw. Look, this is the kind of consistent performance that championship seasons are built on. And it's put them exactly where they want to be, right at the top. And the story of their latest win? Oh, it gets even better. The hero of the day was Flavio Silva. This is a 29-year-old former Portugal U19 international, and it was his debut for the Amakasi. I mean, can you even write a better script? Coming onto the pitch for the first time and scoring the winning goal. That is literally the stuff of dreams. But, and this is important, this win did not come easy. The drama was there all game. Chiefs had a goal called back for offside early on. Then, just after halftime, the Golden Arrows came so close. They hit the post. The whole game was on a knife's edge. And that's when the coach pulled off a masterstroke. 59th minute, 3 subs come on. And just 10 minutes later, yep, those same 3 substitutes combined for Silva to put it in the back of the net. This wasn't just a win. It was a tactical masterpiece. Okay, so now let's completely shift gears. We're going from a story of a perfect team victory to one of an incredible individual achievement. Because on the very same day, somewhere else in the league, history was being made. Peter Shalulile, the striker from Mamelodi Sundowns, did something no one has ever done before. He scored the goal that officially made him the Premier Soccer League's all-time leading goal scorer. This is a massive, monumental milestone. It cements his legacy as one of the absolute greats, a moment for the history books for sure. But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? The ink on those history books was barely dry before a huge shadow was cast over the whole thing. The way the record was actually broken immediately kicked off a massive debate. And this is the quote that just set the football world on fire. A rival coach, Manqoba Mngqithi, did not hold back at all. He came right out and questioned the penalty that led to Shalulile's historic goal. He basically slammed the refereeing and even suggested this kind of thing keeps happening. All of a sudden, the celebration had a giant asterisk next to it. So you're left with these two totally conflicting stories happening at the exact same moment. On one side, you have this incredible, historic achievement, a player reaching the absolute top of his game. And on the other side, you've got this serious accusation that the moment itself was kind of spoiled by a bad, or as the coach said, a dubious call from the officials. And that kind of brings us right back to where we started. In the space of just one afternoon, the PSL gave us 2 really powerful but totally different stories about what it even means to win. I mean, when you put them side by side like this, the contrast is just so clear. For Kaizer Chiefs, you've got a clean win, built on teamwork, smart strategy, and a little bit of debut magic. It's an unquestioned triumph. For Sundowns, you've got a narrow win that's now defined by a controversial penalty, a tainted achievement, some would say. 2 wins, 2 wildly different feelings about them. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. In sports, what really defines a legacy in the long run? Is it just the cold, hard data in the record books? The name that's at the top of the all-time scorer list? Or is it the story behind it, the context, the controversy, and how that record was actually made? It's a tough one, and there's really no easy answer.